The magical 1-inch beard. This is an exciting time for most men when they're growing a beard because it goes from that stubble stage where you can't really do too much with it to the first stage where you can start to impart your own style. It starts to redefine your face shape. You know, everything under a 1-inch beard hugs closely to the face. The 1-inch beard still follows the contours, but you're starting to get a little bit of ability to fade into certain areas, to accentuate your mustache, to trim up a line. If your beard isn't super curly, you can kind of start to redefine your jaw. And so all of that means the 1-inch beard is an exciting time. Now, it normally takes anywhere between about 8 and 10 weeks for a person to grow a 1-inch beard. It can be a little bit more, can be a little bit less, but that's where it is about on average. And this is what mine looked like after about I think it was about 10 weeks of growth. So you can see that it's starting to look like a full beard. I mean, at that point, I was amazed because people were like, watch out for the man with the beard. Not that I was like, creeping up on anyone, but more like, oh, look, the man with the beard is doing, that's how people started to identify me. So that's when the 1-inch beard really started to come into its own. It started to define my face, define sort of the style that I was going for. And in this video, we're going to talk about what you need to keep it looking awesome and the sort of daily routine and the fortnightly routine that I used. And I think you should use it as inspiration as well. Please remember to like this video if it is useful for you, and also this video is based on an article on my blog on beardgrowingpro.com, so go check it out. Beard Growing Pro has got tons of information. It is becoming a huge resource for all of your beard needs and questions, and it's something that I'm actually quite proud of at the moment, and it continues to grow. I'm putting a lot of effort into answering all of the beard questions that you have, so go check it out. I'll put a link in the description, and there's all sorts of information on that article that I couldn't squeeze into this video. At the 1-inch beard stage, you're starting to get away from stubble, which means that you start to wonder if you need to invest in certain beard tools and products. Now, when you're sort of like in the stubble stage, you can still use head shampoo on your face without too many issues. You know, the natural oils in your face, the sebum that is produced on the glands is able to nourish the hair that isn't very long. But once it starts to get to 1 inch and longer, your beard needs a little bit of help from different products. And we'll go through those now. But first of all, how do we keep it looking great as a 1-inch beard? And so the first thing is trimmers, right? If you want to halt your beard at the 1-inch beard stage, or you want to sort of, fade in the sideburns, or you want to sort of like fade in towards the cheek area, or you just want to accentuate your mustache a little bit, you can do that with a trimmer. Now, you can get something like this, which is super inexpensive. It was $10 US, I think. And this has been going for ages and ages and ages. The only thing is that the guards that come with this are flexible, which means that, we're all a little bit rough with our faces. It means that when you push hard on your skin and try to go up, you can actually cut a little bit closer than 1 inch. And that's why I recommend that in the early stages and after about 1 inch worth of growth, you get yourself a good pair of professional corded trimmers. The cord means that you're going to have maximum power at all times. I really don't like the battery version of these because I find that it lacks power as the battery runs down, and sometimes I forget to charge. It's just another hassle. This, I'm always near an outlet, so I just plug it in and go. Keep the blades nice and oiled, and that's pretty much all you need to do. You can swap out the blades once every 1 or 2 years, and this has been a sort of daily workhorse. So I say daily, but I've been using it for ages and ages, and I just can't see why I would need to upgrade from this one at the moment. So get yourself a good pair of trimmers. It doesn't have to be expensive initially. You can get something really simple like this with a smaller head, but eventually you may want to get something, and those are the Wall Pro Elite, I think, something like that, clippers, and they come with a range of guards that are good quality as well and don't flex, so you can be guaranteed to get that 1-inch beard all over if that's the style you're going for. Scissors are starting to become very important for you at the 1-inch beard stage, not because of these lines, but because of your mustache. At 1 inch, the top hairs have grown long enough to cover the entire mustache, and they may be, the hairs under here may be sort of tickling your lips. And so I like to use a good pair of sharp barber's scissors, and I just follow the lip line and get rid of essentially any of those irritating hairs that tickle your upper lip and lower lip. And you can actually use the scissors to line up anything you've got underneath, but at 1 inch you probably aren't going to touch here very much. It's just going to be the lip line, and sort of like trim away any of those crazy strays that are just pointing directly out, which there could be a lot of in the early sort of like 1-inch beard stage. Single blade safety razor is so very important because you get to trim up your cheek line. Your neckline is also going to be very important because with a 1-inch beard, you haven't grown the chin out long enough to hide the neckline, and therefore you're going to need to have a a single blade safety razor to trim up that line. And what you do is you take a line from behind your ear, you sweep down to 2 fingers above your Adam's apple, and there's your neckline, essentially where your neck joins to your head. Another way to find it is to push your finger up into the crease of your neck as you're looking down, and where your finger lands is approximately your neckline. So do that and make sure that you use a single blade safety razor, because I have found that using this, I've been able to get a much sharper, well-defined line, and it's inexpensive. You can change the blades really easily. I've had this one. This is an antique one that a friend bought me, but you can buy newer ones that work just as good. So those tools are for sort of like trimming up and maintaining that 1-inch beard shape. Next thing is a beard brush. The beard brush is very important because it's not necessarily at this stage going to enable you to kind of, change the direction of your hair growth. But what it is going to do is going to help you distribute beard oil and beard balm throughout your 1-inch beard. And that's why I love this. A natural bristle beard brush. This is a boar's hair beard brush. And, just using it on the top of your hairs after you've applied beard oil and beard balm. This is my DIY beard oil and my DIY beard balm. Go check out the video for this one. I haven't done one of this yet, but I will very soon. But the 1-inch beard length is where you're really starting to use these products. Now start with oil. If you're not using oil already in the stubble stage, then getting one that is not jojoba oil based, but starting to move into, argan oil or sweet almond oil, something that's a little bit better absorbed by the hair rather than the skin, because your hair is now long enough to kind of warrant conditioning all on its own. And then my DIY beard balm is incredible because even though there's a little bit of wax in there, which will help really just firm up that style and make sure that it hasn't got that kind of fluffy tennis ball edge. The beard balm also has shea butter for conditioning and other cocoa butters and essential oils, but the 1-inch beard is where you really start going from no products or very little products to having to think about these things. And I was always really skeptical in the early stages of my beard growth because I was like, surely these are just products that people are trying to get me to buy to make them rich. Maybe that's true, but they do make a huge difference, and you don't need to buy commercial ones. You can make your own, which I do and I love. So those are all of the things that you need when you go from the sort of under 1-inch beard to a 1-inch beard. Now let's have a look at my daily routine that I recommend you adopt or use as inspiration for your daily routine. Okay, a daily routine for a 1-inch beard. First of all, every 2 or 3 days, so it's not quite daily, but you get the idea, it's to shampoo and condition your beard using a dedicated beard shampoo and a dedicated beard conditioner. That can be oil, that can be a conditioner, or it can be a leave-in balm or a butter, but that's very important because it just keeps it clean. at the 1 inch stage is where dirt and grime can really sort of like sit at the roots, and it can start becoming musty and not very nice. So making sure that your beard is cleaned at least every 2 or 3 days is very important at the 1 inch beard stage and longer. And so then after that, I would blow dry my beard straight. So that's very important because the heat actually helps the beard lay flat. If you've got any crazy sort of like hairs that stick out, using hair dryers or heat treatments, your beard's probably not long enough at the 1 inch stage to really warrant a heated beard brush or beard straightener. A normal hair dryer is perfect and probably suitable for most things anyway. And then I follow that up by using a little bit of oil and balm if you must, and then use your brush to gently distribute those products throughout your beard. And at the 1 inch beard stage, that should all take you, under 5 minutes, 10 minutes max if you're really sort of pedantic about everything. But doing a daily routine regularly is far better for a 1 inch beard rather than trying to squeeze it all in at the end of the month or something, or the fortnight. Little bits every day really builds up for helping your beard stay flat, natural, nice, shiny, and well conditioned, and importantly, clean. So there we are. That's everything you need to know about a 1 inch beard. Head over to my article where I have so much more information, styles, I have proper routines, I have all of the breakdown. I've got extra videos about trimming your neckline and choosing a beard soap. So go check out the article because that is where the extra information is hidden. And if you've liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you would add to that list for a 1 inch beard, and I shall see you in the next video.